Well, hello there, it's Beards and Bangers, and weather and illness has mean it's been quite difficult to get a bit of content recently, but I'm back up at the unit today. It is, of course, raining, but it's not that cold, so that's something. So, bit of a bits and pieces video today. I'll grab the camera and show you what I'm up to this morning and give you a bit of an update, diet update as well. I am, yes, I don't know if you can tell, but I am disappearing quite quickly, so that's good news. Just need to get some better levels of fitness now. So I had a chest infection, and that's because I'm not ventilating my lungs by exercising enough. So I need to start going for some good long walks. But let's have the music, and then we'll get into this video. So you can see Poseidon. We'll have a look in Poseidon in a sec. So I've actually got a space heater in that car at the moment, just really get it finally dried out. So I've had it sitting here with all the doors open. If you remember back to the video where I got the carpet out, the carpet was absolutely drenched, and there was like puddles of water, especially in the rear passenger footwells. So it is a lot drier in there. I've been toweling it out as well. But there's no point putting a lovely new carpet in, a pre-project drive carpet as well, without getting all that moisture out. So I'm also going to do some paintwork inside as well, just to preserve what's already there. I'm going to grab the camera and show you what I'm currently driving. So the BMW is off the road. There's the lads from Thames Valley Campers there. They're good guys. Lots of camper vans, or vans that are going to become camper vans. I'm currently driving this. You may recognise this car. This is the car that Sam and Austin got free of charge, and then it's been bought by AJF Motor Engineers as one of their courtesy cars. And I have to say, I thought it's been a while since I've driven a 25 kind of with any regularity. And I thought I'd be seriously struggling going from a BMW 3 Series into a 25, but actually you can't help but smile when you jump in a car that's powered by a K Series, and it's a 3-door as well, so it's very attractive. It goes well. It's Austin and Sam have done a good job getting it back on the road. New wings, new bonnet, I think. Those wheels are off my van, so they're the old wheels off the van. The Serpents. Yeah, I thought I would struggle going from a Beamer to this, but actually it's been really quite nice just to be in a little K Series, and living in middle of Aylesbury, it's actually a really handy car for parking, because I've been to the retail park this morning and grabbed a few bits and bobs to bring up here. I'm just going to grab a light and we'll have a little look at what's going on, what I'm going to do inside Zeus the Poseidon today. So I'm just going to open the door and we'll just pop this little light in here so it's a bit easier for you guys to see. So yeah, I've got this an Airbauer space heater. Actually quite useful having it up here, so I'll probably chuck this in Austin's unit in a minute once I finish drying out the car. But yeah, it's the only way, because I've taken the heater control panel off, of course, so I can't start the car up and get heat into it that way. Plus, yeah, 75ZT heaters aren't that great anyway, so by doing this I'm making sure that the car gets properly warm inside, and then once that's oh, drop the light, let's just stand that up there quickly. Go on, stand up. This is very, very, very good present that Alex of Assets got me. But you can see here, this is where the rear seat base fixes into. So that's a seat belt mounting there. That's just been put back in to keep it in a safe place. We've got a fair bit of rust. I've taken out, there's like a liner that goes over here, so I've just whipped that out this morning. And I am gonna hoover this all out. There's some various bits, years of debris under there. That looks like some door card poppers or something like that. But yeah, we'll get all this, hoover this stuff out, and then wait for it to warm up and dry out. Hoover that out. I'm going to put some wire brush it just to get any more of that surface rust off. We have got this liner here, so it's not, I don't know what that's made from. It's like that's actually fuel tank under there. So you've got these covers. That's these two covers either side of your fuel tank. So not got the space heater on the highest setting, but we'll wire brush it, hoover it, wire brush it, hoover it again, Genelite, which is a rust converting spray, and then I'm just going to put some green Halfords paint, nothing special, just to get some paint on it so it's a bit protected. It's just a really, it'd be a hell of a shame. This car's got pretty good bodywork, good seals, and it'd be a real shame for it to rot out from somewhere where it's, quite unnecessary. To actually get quite a good appreciation with the car stripped out of the ZT's kind of, internals. And just look at all the loom. It's, you've got all these complex wiring. Yeah, it's quite a complex car, the ZT. It was, this CAN bus thing. It was when the 75 first came out. It was quite something, quite revolutionary at the time. Obviously now it's been well superseded. So yeah, we've got our sunroof drains up there, so they've all been done. So yes, it's really just a question now of drying the car out, cleaning it up a little bit. So I'll hoover the whole interior. But yeah, I just want to keep it warm. So I'm on the lowest setting on that. So it's on the lowest possible heating setting, just so we're not scorching anything. And yeah, but it just does feel quite nice. It's nice and warm. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing in a moment. Right, so I've just wire brushed this out, and what I've done is I've put my paints that I'm going to use. So I've got rust converter on the left, etch primer, and just some green paint from Halford. I don't need to lacquer this. It's that's not even a Monogram colour in there, so it's just really just to protect it. So I've wire brushed it out. I have put a bit of run the hoover over it as well. Don't need to be too fussy with it. Just really just need some paint on it. We're not looking for a perfect finish. We're just looking for a decent finish, just so it protects it a little bit. So just stop this rust coming through. So there's still a bit of rust on there. I haven't ground it back all the way because I don't want to start getting rid of this paint here, but we'll just carefully just spray it in a moment, wait for my paint just to warm up a little bit. It's 4 degrees up here. It's been 4 degrees every day this week. It's just not wanted to get above 4, and it's been chuffing freezing at night as well. So yeah, it's not ideal, but with this space heater in here, it does mean I can warm things up, warm the car up. It is looking pretty dry actually. I think it has pretty much dried out, but I'll really give it a good old heat up today, because it's not bone dry in this unit. It's dry, but it's damp. The air is damp because it's been just that horrible weather where the air just stays damp all the time, and even if the temperatures rise, you feel really, really cold. So I will get the Genelite out in a. Actually, we'll do that now. That's been in there a fair while, warming up. So yeah, just stuff I got off Amazon. It's got a bit of overspray on it. I used it as a stand actually because it was just something to hand. So what this stuff does, if I can get it open, give it a good old shake up, is it converts rust to a paintable surface. It's a bit, aerosol's got a bit clogged, but that's better. Just put a little bit on like that. Don't need to put masses on. Let's do the same over here. All that'll do, let's leave that now. We don't need the Genelite again. What have I done with the cap? I'm terrible at just putting things places and then forgetting. So I'll just pull that to one side. We'll shut the, turn that light off. I do like this light. It's very, very cool. It's got that on it. It's got police mode. Did I show you that in another video? I can't remember. It's very, very cool. So we'll just leave that there for a bit. Turn it off, save the battery. So we'll just leave that for, I don't know, probably 15 minutes in a warm environment like that. And then, yeah, once that's done, it's a question of dragging the car out of here. And I'm going to wash it thoroughly, which hopefully can do this week or next weekend, because the weather's supposed to be getting better. And give it a really good wash, just to get all this filth off it, but also to test the sunroof drains out, because I'm not going to put the interior back together until I'm absolutely certain that they work, because it would just be disaster. Getting rid of one wet carpet and then making another carpet wet as well would just be really silly. Right, so our Genelite's gone off, so we'll just give it a mist of it there. With just a touch of etch, just don't need a lot. Like that. It's a bit difficult with this angle, but that'll just eat into the metal a bit, and then we'll just put some green paint on. So we'll give that, I think I said 10-15 minutes for the Genelite to dry, but actually that's taken a lot longer. So even with this space heater in there, It's because it is so cold. Even though I've warmed the paint up and warmed the car up, it's still taking a bloody age to go off. So we'll just leave the space heater running up there. Just keep the car nice and warm. I'll get rid of this for a minute, save the battery, and then we'll get some green paint down, and then we're pretty much done on sort of stripping. We've got to do a couple more bits. Parcel shelf's got to come out to have the sunblind one put in. Yeah, and then I say drag the car out, check the sunroof drains are working, either wash the car or just leave it outside on a day like today, because it's going to get wet, isn't it? So that's the absolute last job. And then yeah, carpet, seats, and then just building everything back up. So which we won't do. We won't do a video on absolutely everything. We'll do a little time lapse, I think, just so it's a bit quicker to watch. But that'll be the next episode, I should think. Right, so I've done one coat. I'm just going to do another coat from this other side, just so we get every bit. And that's literally all I'm going to do. It's just to seal that edge, because you don't want to leave. You don't want to leave a car with etch on it, because the etch will absorb water. So we're trying to kill the rust, not bring it back. So I was going to shut the car up now, let that go off. Obviously, I'm not going to leave the space heater on overnight, because don't live near here, so it's a bit difficult to. I do live near here, but I don't really want to leave. I don't leave cars on charge in here overnight. And I'm certainly not going to leave a car with something that's got a heating element in it running overnight. But we'll just let it warm through a bit more, another 5-10 minutes, and yeah, then I'll open the car up, let it air overnight, and then probably come back to it next weekend. So yes, a bit of a bits and pieces video from me today. Yeah, hopefully I'll get my mojo back. Going out tomorrow to, so today's Saturday, tomorrow we're going to meet up at Kew Gates. So the famous ramp or plinth where the MG Rover factory used to be. So that'll be nice to meet up with a few folks. First proper one of the year, I guess. And then, yes, get this car finished, buttoned up, ready for early March, hopefully. So I'm pushing myself, but hopefully it'll be okay, but certainly for Pride of Longbridge. In other news, this morning, Bram was taken to the welders to have some work done. So I'm hoping in a couple of weeks to be able to put that car through an MOT, give him a service and start using Bram again. So yeah, you're going to need to find some space for him. Pretty catchy, can get him in here. If I get the ZT right back against the Kestrel, you can actually get an R3 size car, because we had Matt Harrison's Streetwise Hope parked in at an angle a few weeks ago. So we'll get him indoors, because that car needs to be looked after. And then once the welding's done and he's got an MOT, I'm going to actually start working on the interior of that car. So I've got a few projects going on at the same time, which probably isn't the best idea in the world. So we'll get this one finished, then we'll start worrying about the other stuff. Kestrel can wait, because I'm not really going to use that, or want to use that until sort of end of May. So my intention is to get that to the Chiltern Hills Rally on the 18th of May. So that's going to be that car's kind of debut. But yeah, but really want to get Poseidon ready. I was hoping early March, but thinking about it, that's 2 weeks away. So it's going to be, I'm going to be putting myself under a bit of pressure to do that. But yeah, definitely get it ready for POL. And then, yes, Biomorphic is at the back of the unit. So I've got to, another reason for getting on with the ZT is to get those seats out the way. So the seats that aren't used are going to be sold. Obviously the seats are going to go in the ZT, so that gets them out of the way. We'll need to get Bitty out, Sam's ZR, and then get Biomorphic out, because Biomorphic is in the NEC restoration show, which is around the 21st of March, I think. So I'll be there on the Z register stand with Jake. So if you are going to come to the NEC, then please do come and say hello. Hello there, even. And yes, we'll get there. It's just it's difficult this time of year. I say I've had a nasty chest infection. That's what put me back a fair bit. But yeah, just really want to kind of get a couple of nice days where doesn't have to be boiling hot, but just you know, above 5 degrees and sunny would make a big difference and just kind of get me a bit more motivated. I think everyone's a bit kind of demotivated at the minute, but you've just got to work through it and stick with things. So thank you so much for watching. If you don't already do so, please hit that subscribe button and bell notification. Give us a thumbs up, drop a comment down below, share with your friends, and I'll see you again very soon on the next episode of Beards and Bangers. Very soon, in fact, because we'll be doing something at Quay Gates. Goodbye.